Hey, it's Chris with Picks and Sticks Music Studio. If you're new to this channel, we're an all things music channel. And we like to support our local artists and bands. John Juan was going to be on here tonight, but they had a family emergency. So please keep their family in your thoughts and prayers. And let's get started with this. So this is going to be my pick of stocking stuffers for a beginner guitarist. Just pretty simple stuff, something that they might not have if they just started playing guitar, but every guitarist is going to need this. And even if you're more intermediate to advanced, you might want to get this stuff for them because you can't have more than one of them. So let's get started. So the first one is guitar picks. Can't go wrong with guitar picks. I should have put a variety pack on here, but these are the ones I use. It's actually the ones Slash uses too, so I'm a little biased there. But these are really thick. These are 1.14. Do a little snooping, see what your guitarist uses. But I would advise getting a variety pack, especially if they're a beginner, because they might not know what they really like. And a variety pack can give you all sorts of thicknesses, shapes. There's teardrop. There's really thin ones. There's really thick ones, and there's some with little grips on them. What I like about these, though, not everybody knows about them. These you can actually resharpen to make the because when you play with them, they get kind of rounded, and you can resharpen these. Where if you do some other brands, they're going to delaminate when you try to do that. And somebody even told me a little trick. I don't know what it'd do to your carpet. I don't advise doing this, but if you're in a pinch and you need to get your guitar pick sharpened, you can actually use your carpet to resharpen it. Just kind of rub it on the carpet and it will resharpen the tip. That's the only thing I know positive about the Dunlops. And some people on the Dunlops, they'll put a hole in it to give you a little bit more grip. But if they're brand new guitarists, maybe get them a variety pack so they can learn what kind of guitar pick they want. Usually beginner guitarists use a thinner pick, and as they get better, they get to a thicker pick. That's not always true, but so let's go to number 2 pick. No pun intended there. That was totally unintended. Every guitarist needs a guitar tuner. These things are $12. Sometimes they're $20. You can't have too many of these because you lose them. They're like guitar picks. You drop it on the floor, it just disappears into, I don't know. It just disappears, right? Guitar picks, everybody loses guitar picks. You drop one, it ends up on the other side of the world. So you can't go wrong with these. You could buy multiple of these for them. There's all kinds of tuners. These are just cheap, inexpensive. You can throw them in a gig bag. They do break once in a while and stuff, but they're a lot cheaper than the big boxed ones. Or sometimes there's guitar pedals that have tuners in them, and there's effects pedals that have tuners in them. These are just very, very convenient, and they work on electric or acoustic. They work by like the vibration on the instrument, and it picks that up. So those are awesome. Straps. Every guitarist needs a strap, right? Can't go wrong with the strap. They don't have a strap, get them a strap. And these should just go right over their little strap pegs. It just you kind of press them, pull them over the strap peg, and they're $8. There's some that are a little bit cheaper, some cheaper brands and stuff, but you can't go wrong with Ernie Ball. And I'm not sponsored by Sweetwater. I'm not sponsored by any of these products. It's just Sweetwater is convenient where I can make a wish list, and then I could share my wish list with you guys. More of your wish list because I have most of this stuff. So, all right, next thing, every guitarist needs strings. There's all kinds of brands. I just picked Ernie Ball because that's what I use. I'm more familiar with them. And Ernie Ball has a very big selection of gauges. You might have to do some snooping on this, figure out what guitar they have, what gauge that guitar came with, and then get that gauge. Because it does matter if that guitar came with, say, 10s and you bought them 7s, the setup's going to be all wrong. So you want to try to stick really close to what gauge they have. Most guitars, brand new, come with 10s. Not always true, but most electric guitars come with 10s. Most acoustics come with 11s or 12s. And there's all kinds of brands. There's flat wound strings, regular wound strings, just Ernie Ball are pretty inexpensive, $6 for a pack guitar strings. And if they hate them after, a couple months, they can buy themselves strings they want. Changing your strings, you got to have a string winder. You don't have to, but it makes life a little simpler. $3. I've had one since I was in high school and it hasn't broke. It's plastic like this. I'm not saying these won't break, but it's $3. If you want to go more advanced, I thought this is cool. I've never seen this before. So it's a string winder, string cutter, and it's also, if you see this little area right here, if you have acoustic guitars, they have these little pegs they get to pull out, and they're a pain in the butt to pull out. And that little thing helps you pull those little pegs out. And those do break once in a while, the pegs. So that might be a stocking stuffer too. If Scott just brought up something. What about nut sauce? Every guitar player needs to keep their nuts properly lubricated. You set me up for that one. I appreciate it. Yes. So what Scott's talking about, guitar string, like you have the nut on the guitar. I don't have a guitar next to me. Here, let me grab one. So every guitar has a nut right here. And the strings, when you're tuning them, sometimes if the nut is not lubricated or it's too tight and you try to like loosen the string, it'll get stuck in the nut. And it all of a sudden you'll be tuning, all of a sudden go pop. And it like goes, like a half step lower or something because it was stuck in the nut. So nut sauce, you basically put it in each little groove and it makes it where the string can move around a little easier. Also, you can use graphite like a pencil. You can use a pencil. You can take it and you know take the pencil and go in each groove, and that helps too. Great question, Scott, or suggestion. All right. The next item is Dunlop fretboard cleaner. Every guitarist needs this stuff. You change your strings, you can condition your fretboard. You don't want your fretboard drying out and splitting and cracking and all that stuff. So this conditions your fretboard. Not all fretboards are supposed to be used with this particular product. So make sure you're using it on the correct type of fretboard. This is guitar polish. So you want to take your guitar and polish it up, make it nice and shiny, clean all the fingerprints off and stuff. Every guitarist could use some guitar polish and cleaner. And then if you're going to clean it, you got to have a microfiber towel to rub those fingerprints off, right? So if you're going to get the cleaner, get yourself a microfiber. Not only can you use this on your guitar, you can use it on other stuff too that needs polishing. You use it on your cell phone, I don't know, or your computer screen, whatever. But I'd suggest using it one thing for each item. All right. I never seen these before. These kind of cool. For $2, you can get them a pack of wipes. And if they're on the road and they're changing their strings, they got string cleaner on there, instrument polish, fret conditioner. It's kind of cool. Wonder wipes. I keep doing Ernie Ball stuff. They have a lot of good products. I'm not sponsored by Ernie Ball. It was just coincidence. Everything's Ernie Ball just about, except for the Dunlop. I've never seen this product, Lizard Spit. And they have it where you can just get these little squares and they're to polish your frets. But this kit's kind of cool because it comes with a towel, the polish pads, and then they have these fretboard protectors. So you put your fret inside this little groove, and when you rub it, you're not rubbing on the wood of your fretboard and messing up your fretboard. So I thought this was kind of cool. I might actually buy this for myself because I have a couple guitars. The frets are getting oxidized and dead skin and stuff on them. So I thought this was a cool product. There's all types of brands of these. These are shallow security locks for your straps. It just makes it where you can take your strap on and off easily. And if you stick with one brand, you can use, if you say you had like 5 or 6 straps and 5 or 6 guitars, it doesn't matter what strap you use on what guitar if you kind of stay with the same brand. But there's all kinds of brands. Fender has a brand, I mean, it has one. Schaller has one. I think Gibson has one. I just like the shallower ones. This is a newer style. It's a little different than it used to be. They changed it up, but they all are universal. They still work. So if you have a guitar that has the old strap locks on it, and then you grab a strap that has the new ones, they will still work with each other. So they didn't change that. They just kind of changed the look of how they look. And they come in different colors. They come in black. The black are more expensive. They're like 28 bucks. The chrome's 22. And then I think they have nickel and it's somewhere in between, I think. But anyway, these are cool. I like the strap locks. Nothing like playing guitar. I'm sure it's happened to Scott before where you're playing, all of a sudden your strap falls off. It's not fun. I've heard horror stories about that. So strap locks are very convenient. Do you remember the GHS fast fret and fingerboard spray? I don't know. No, I don't. I have to look that up. I don't remember that. It was good stuff though? Oh yeah, it cleans your strings and fretboard. Yep. My next item. I don't have one of these, but if I did, I'd be excited about it. I don't know why I've never bought one of these. Um, Scott just uses a beer bottle and it works out well for him. But if I got one of these in my stocking, I'd be real excited about it. I'd be like, heck yeah, let's go. And, maybe beginner guitarist might become the slide master. Who knows? Or, anything to keep them playing and give them interest. And if this gives them interest, or if they tinker it with even for a day, it was worth the $5 because they, play guitar for a day, right? More. But yeah. S- Scott's wait, we gotta get a video of you, Scott, playing slide with a beer bottle. Scott also says Craftsman sockets work well too for slide. Yeah, I could see that. Like the ones for the spark plugs, I would assume they're a little bit bigger. You can get your finger in there and slide away. I never would have thought of that. That's pretty cool. So grab one of those out of your tool chest, and if you like slide, then you can go buy yourself a slide. Yep. Awesome. Well, I hope you found this useful. And if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. We're we're coming close to 300 subscribers here, and it'd be awesome to hit 300 subscribers by the end of the new year. So don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and share these with other people. If you know somebody that has a new guitarist in their family and they're looking for gift ideas, share this video with them. I want to thank Scott for being on here, and thanks for watching, and go straight home.